You know, I swear to God, if this flipping network goes down again, I'm going to give up today. There doesn't seem to be very good cell phone coverage here, which is surprising because I thought Globe was supposed to be one of the main cell phone networks in the Philippines, apart from Smart, of course. But it depends what area you're in. And Globe works perfectly fine back in Maramag Town, just not so good in Don Carlos. Anyway, is anyone out of bed at 4 in the morning? I'm only pulling this live stream for one very good reason. I'm bored shitless. I've got to wait for some people over here, so I'm stuck walking around the town doing Sweet FA. So I shall take a walk. Is anybody there? Are you all sleeping? Ah! Matty, hello! You must be the only one out of bed. What the hell? What are you doing up this time in the morning? You know, I did check the world clock before I pulled this. If I miss your name on the live stream, it's a bit bright and I can't see the phone screen properly. But whoever just sent a message, hello. It's good morning here from Don Carlos. I wish I had a Matty, I can see your name. I shall have to clear this phone screen better. Who's heard the news lately? That's what I want to know. Who's heard all the latest gossip? Such as President Trump almost being assassinated. Then you've had the Keir Starmer elected as the new Labour government. Nigel Farage is now a MP, which I'm very happy about. And you've had the riots in Leeds. Plus the Bangladeshis in London. All fighting amongst themselves over something apparently going on in Bangladesh. Quite a busy week over there. I'd like to say a lot's happened over here, but none of that kind of thing seems to happen over here. It's just quiet. Do you know, I cannot even see the phone screen. So hello, Ireland. I think it is. Hang on a minute. So I'm just going for a walk. So who thinks what about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump? More to the point, who's looked into the circumstances regarding that? You know, I do tend to watch the news, and it looks highly suspicious to me. This Secret Service they were using to protect him, it was all diversity and inclusion members, wasn't it? That woman who couldn't put the gun back in her holster. The other one where she was like, wasn't even trying to cover him, she was just trying to protect herself. It's like, what a mess. How could they allow somebody on a roof? And did you hear that director of the Secret Service saying they couldn't have a sniper on that roof where the gunman was because it was a slanted roof, even though the snipers from the Secret Service were on a different roof which was a hell of a lot more slanted. What a load of bullshit. That director of the Secret Service is a Democrat. She's good friends with the Cheneys, Dick Cheney. They hate Trump. They absolutely detest him. I smell a rat, you know. And then you've got this innocent firefighter shot dead. And do you know what the worst thing about it? Well, the worst thing about it was that the actual innocent guy got shot dead. But it should have never happened. The snipers they had on the roof, they knew the guy was on the other roof with his gun. They were aiming his guns at him, but they'd done nothing about it. I'll tell you what, it's an absolutely crazy world we're living in. Where am I going? I'll have to read your messages later, the comments that are on the screen, because I can't see this phone screen. I normally do a live stream on a laptop. Sorry, I keep losing signal. It's cutting out. My phone network isn't doing so well over here. So who's a Labour voter out there? Not me. However, I will say, despite the fact of all the years that I've been alive, between Labour and Conservative combined, nothing ever changes. But you've got to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. We know he flip-flops on just about everything, but give him a chance. You never know, he might actually do something which helps some of us. I heard something, I don't know whether there's any truth in this. I haven't followed it up. But I hear that Keir Starmer is increasing the pensions. So for everyone who's coming up to retirement age, you might be in for a bit of a boost. But I'm not sure exactly what that applies to, or whether it's just a certain amount of people. I think that needs looking into a bit more. But I think it's worth giving him a shot. See what he does. See if he does any good. So we'll see, wouldn't we? I'm not holding my breath. Then you've got the Leeds riots the other night. I watched that. You'll notice that's in a deprived area of Leeds. Lots of communities where you'd call them enclaves, where you've got ethnic minorities all living together under their own laws, and they don't want to integrate into British values. And this is the result when something goes wrong. Yeah, I hear it was sparked off by social services being called in a Roma family, their kids being taken off them, and it ended up with a handful of people and then hundreds of people, bus being set alight, police car being overturned. That's what happens when successive governments ignore the problem. I believe if you're in Britain, you should live under British rule. But they dance around it and try and bury it. So this is the kind of situations they get now, and it's only going to get worse. I don't know what the answer to it is. They need a tough government to lay the law down. But you know, places like that, as far as I'm concerned, they're a product of their own making. I tell you, it's flipping hot. I'm walking around just sweating. It's the rainy season over here, but we've not had much rain. I went out the other day and started fixing the water in Ken's house. I've got most of it done. We fitted a new water pump because we've got like a tower with a big water tank on top of the tower, and I put a new water pump and tank below it, like a pressure tank. I think they call it a tank, because the other one was all faulty. Yesterday, switched it on, pressure, then I discovered there's no water in the tank, that it sucks its water out. Because I emptied the tank, having to do all the repairs, there's no water left in the tank, so we can't use it until it runs now. Now in the rainy season, I need some rain to fill the bloody tank up again, which is great. So I was actually making a video on that, but I've come to a complete halt now. But no, if there's any audio or video or what, the signal's just crap. So I think I'm going to call it a day. The next time I put a live stream, I'll try and make sure there's a better signal. But I did have full bars on my network signal. Unfortunately, as I'm walking around, it keeps cutting out, so... Anyway, I better call it a day on this one. I'll read your comments shortly. So you can all go back to bed now. I'll see you later.